I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea and dropping wisdom. Don't worry about missing the headlines. We're here to help. It's the Orlando Shine.
Welcome back to another episode of the Orlando Shine Show, and this is Brendan O'Connor from the Orlando Shine. I have to say, up front, we had a little bit of a technical mishap. You're going to hear the second half of the show, which was recorded at the Bagel King over in Casselberry. That's where we were supposed to be. We have lost the first segment due to technical gremlins. You will hear Scotty Campbell for this first segment.
Hey, everybody.
Subbing in for John just because of solar flares and the government erasing the first part of this episode. We had such a great time at the Bagel King. We're going to go back and re-record an interview with Frankie Peretta. I think it's Frankie Peretta Jr., named after his grandfather. So you can hear his story, which is very compelling. You can hear about the origins of this locally grown bagel group, bagel brand, because it's so good. And Scotty, you had the matzo ball soup.
I did. You brought home some. I wasn't invited to the Bagel King, but you did bring home some matzo ball soup.
You were.
For me.
It turns
was
out
delicious.
It turns out you were invited, and I misinterpreted that, and I didn't.
Was he disappointed? He was like, "Oh,
yeah." And Scotty
I like
was
it
too.
much better when Scotty's on the show.
Well, nobody's ever said that.
Oh, really? All right, listeners, you know what to do. Get those cards and letters in.
Yeah, Scotty needs to hear that he is liked and listened to.
I must be validated.
He must be, because I can't do it. You know, Lord knows. Scotty, how was your Christmas?
It was quiet. Well, we had a good time on Christmas Eve going to Cocoa Beach to see Surfing Santas.
We did, along with 10.
It's a tradition.
Yeah, for 10,000 other people.
Yeah, a lot of people go, and there's a little street festival, and
what happens
you
there?
get Bloody Marys right in the middle of the street. No, it's and then of course there's the Santas go surfing, and the whole thing is actually a fundraiser as well for a museum that's there about surfing, and also I wish I had the information in front of me, but an organization that helps people with cancer.
I have the information if you want to see it, along with a little video recap of what we saw when we were there. I'm sorry I wasn't more fun when we were there. I'm
sorry about that too.
Yeah. Because it starts at what, 7 a.m.?
7:30 and we didn't quite make it there then, but we did get there early enough, and then we saw a lot more than we did.
We got there by like a little before 8.
Yeah, first year we were very naive because there is a whole, you have to be prepared. There's parking, there's traffic getting in.
Oh my gosh.
All that, but I think next year we're going to,
because there's like
we're going to
two
stay
roads
overnight next year.
There's 2 roads in Cocoa Beach, basically like one going one way, the other going the other. You're stuck. You are in line with all those people looking for the same parking spot.
It's a great time in very Florida
And
Christmas.
it's my fault. You wanted to get an Airbnb so we could stay overnight.
Oh my gosh.
Who wants to spend Christmas in Cocoa Beach?
We can hash that out off the air.
I'm trying to do it in a safe space where you can't yell at me, and then I can say that we talked about it.
Oh, I could.
Yeah. It was cool. I liked it. I liked watching the surfers.
Yeah. I love that there's this crowd of kind of mixed people.
Racially?
And yeah, I mean, and of course, it's the beach.
And it's just an excuse to go to the beach. I got some sun too while I was there, which is nice because I'm pale. I have to say, I don't know what I was going to say. You want to talk a little bit about the news?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, we got a couple stories that we covered before they were deleted. Tanqueray's bar is closing.
Sad news.
Yeah, it's been around I don't know, 30-some years, I think, right? It first opened in 1989. Wow.
Yeah.
Just a little bit younger than me. In downtown Orlando. If you've never been, y'all, it's like a basement. It's a basement bar in the Metcalf building, historic Metcalf building, right at...
Well, it's Pine and Orange.
Pine Street and Orange. Sorry if you guys hear some weird noises in the background. That's my dog, Bernie.
Yeah.
Being weird. He can't handle it.
He never made it to Tanqueray's.
That we know of.
That we know of.
When's the last time you went to Tanqueray's? You're a downtown drinker?
Yeah, it's been a little while. That would have been with some friends. But yeah. But it was a stop, and yes, it's sad, but it sounds like all these various things came to a confluence, and the owner's retiring, right?
Yeah, the owner, Dan Charles, he announced the decision on December 19th that he's going to be closing on December 31st. So there's a really big New Year's event planned, which is going to be probably the place to go downtown.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
probably,
everybody's
for sure.
going to be making a stop there.
Yeah.
He cited a combination of factors, Scotty. He said in his post that the city has just been not kind to long-established local bars since 2023, and he confirmed that the current building owner is not renewing their lease. So that's the biggest factor.
Yeah,
in
it
the
sounds
mix.
like the factor. But,
yeah, and they they got flooded in early November from a water main break in the building, and then they had to close for a couple of weeks just to air it out.
Yeah,
hopefully that made the cigarette smoke go away a little bit. And
it's funny because you mentioned that, and I never have noticed being in Tanqueray's that it was smoky.
It wasn't that bad. I kind of like the smell of a smoky bar, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's something comforting.
Something missing from Hideaway, because I always the old spot I used to always it may have just been a sense memory thing, but I always felt like I could still smell a little bit of smoke no matter what Chip did to the place.
It's interesting that there aren't, like, I just can't think of any smoking bars that are left in town.
No. You know where you can smoke? I just noticed it yesterday when we stopped by Lucky Lure that you can smoke there because it's an open air place. So
interesting. I do like Lucky Lure, and they don't serve food. Another story we have right now is that a hockey player union served a strike notice that could affect Solar Bear schedule. Actually, just breaking news, they just canceled the game for tonight. I've been trying to get a quote from the Solar Bears about it, and they just aren't getting back to me. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
Now they definitely won't, because I'm talking about them on the radio. But the ECHL, which is in the union, that's the league. So the hockey player union in this league is who served the strike notice.
Right.
And they're saying it's because they've been in negotiations since January of this year to improve, like, they want more pay, they want better health benefits, and
they were considering, the ECHL was considering travel time as a day off.
Yeah. So they said they'd get 6 days, they'd be on 6 days, and then they got the 7th day would be spent in travel, and apparently the league says that's okay. And Scotty John and I have talked about this before. This league, it's really like an interim league that they pull, like, you want to get called up. So they're all there to grind, for as long as they can. But you still should be respected enough. Like, you can't. That's not good. These are professional athletes. They can't be doing that all
They're also humans, yeah.
And they're humans. And they're humans. Hell, if they were dolphins, they should still get a day off,
Hey, shit. We don't want to get into that.
No. So we'll see what happens. We don't know how this is going to long-term affect the season. They really didn't think... Solar Bear players have put out statements that they feel very taken care of by their team. They didn't think that this strike order would affect them because they didn't see themselves striking. But I think they're up against the Stingrays for tonight. I think that's maybe why they had to cancel the game. But if the union is calling for the strike, I don't know if, like, all players have to do it or what.
Well, yeah, if you're part of the union, right?
Then you'd have to.
Otherwise, you were known as a scab.
A scab.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Well, nobody wants to be a scab as you pick a scab off our dog. What are you doing there?
Would you stop?
I don't know.
Just
Would you
concentrate on your show?
Don't yell at me on the air. I just said this is a safe space. So we have a couple more. We covered the rest of the. Gosh darn, Bernie Taupin, you better shut your little mouth there. We have some events that are coming up. The Orlando Girls Rock Camp is taking place on December 27th. At Will's Pub. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a really cool initiative where they train girls in the art of rock.
Awesome.
And they form bands, and they learn instruments, and
Yeah.
they just learn to come into their own. And now we're seeing, it's been happening for a few years now, some of these young camp girls are now turning into like teens, and they have things to say, or like young women, and they're just really coming into their own. So it's a really cool initiative. I recommend checking it out. It starts at 2 p.m. December 27th at Will's Pub, and it goes until the wee hours of the evening. Obviously it's the younger kids first. Later in the night it becomes 18 and up, because they'll be serving the booze.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
Check
Gotcha.
that out. And you know what, Scotty, that's all I have. Do you have anything you want to shout out before I cut you off?
Sure. We have at my job. We have an event coming up on the 30th, and it has to do with the Citrus Bowl's 80th anniversary. And there will be
Ooh.
a book discussion between Travis from our team and a gentleman named George from the Florida Citrus Sports team, and they'll be discussing a book that George put together for the 80th anniversary. It's a commemorative book, so they'll be talking about all the history that has happened, which you can imagine for 80 years as a surprising amount. And just find out more about that at thehistorycenter.org, because that's as much as I can remember at the moment. I'm on vacation.
You're on vacation. All right, we'll come back after the break. John's going to be back, and we're going to be all the way over at Bagel World, eating some bagels. This episode is sponsored by Legacy Life Project, and this feels like a fitting moment to share what they do. Now that the holidays are wrapping up, many of us are coming off a season of being together, sitting around tables, sharing meals, and hearing stories we may not hear any other time of year. Legacy Life Project exists to help families capture those stories thoughtfully and on film so they can be passed down to future generations. These aren't formal interviews, they're guided conversations that feel natural, comfortable, and deeply personal. On August of 2023, I traveled with the Legacy Life Project team to the North Shore of Lake Superior in Canada to interview my father. We filmed not only his reflections, but also parts of his story on location, in places connected to his life's work. Having his voice and experiences preserved like that is something our family will always be grateful for. If spending time with loved ones over the holidays reminded you how meaningful those stories are, this is a wonderful time to capture them. You can learn more at LegacyLifeProject.com. Need to return your library books but don't have time to make it to a branch? Orange County Library System has an easy option right in the heart of Orlando. The Orange County Library System Fashion Square Mall book drop is open and ready for returns at 3505 East Colonial Drive at Orlando Fashion Square Mall. It's a simple drive up, drop off, making it easier than ever to return books, movies, and other library materials on your schedule. The book drop is available Monday through Saturday, and OCLS staff collect items regularly and return them to the library just for you. That means you can return materials without stepping inside a branch, waiting in line, or worrying about making it before closing time. It's one more way Orange County Library System is making library access more convenient for the community and for you. To learn more about the Fashion Square Mall book drop and other library amenities, visit OCLS.org. That's OCLS.org. Orlando Magazine has released its 2025 Finest Doctors in Orlando list, highlighting hundreds of physicians across Central Florida who were selected through peer nominations and independent research. The annual feature, now in its 26th year, is designed to help readers identify doctors who are widely respected in their specialities. In addition to the list, Orlando Magazine's Doctors issue includes profiles of local physician groups and practices, along with personal accounts from doctors about moments that reshaped their careers. The issue also includes health coverage and feature stories tied to Central Florida's medical community. The full 2025 list is searchable by specialty and name and includes doctors across a wide range of fields, from primary care and pediatrics to surgical specialties and advanced medical subspecialties. Go to orlandomagazine.com to read it online today.
I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
Welcome back to the Orlando Shine Show with the Bus and Brendan.
That was the bus. This is Brendan. And we gave Frankie the boot. He's got some bagel stuff to do.
Too much work here. It's too busy here at Bagel King.
It's really steady, man.
It's like noon right now.
Yeah, and people are still coming in for bagel, but I guess it's because they serve breakfast until 2 p.m.
Yes, true, and lunch.
And lunch.
And speaking of lunch, so we had a bunch of stuff. We had a bunch of breakfast stuff, but I think the standout for me was that roast beef sandwich.
That roast beef sandwich
So good.
is special.
So good.
Moist. I know people don't like that word.
It's
but
a
that's what it
word
was.
best to describe the roast beef sandwich.
And the deck, like, just really the bread, like the bagel part was just really
Truffle butter.
Gosh, the truffle butter for the bagel was delicious.
Everything was great.
They had like a challah bread, French toast, which was good. But
I'm a little
sandwiches are
upset
fantastic.
that this is the second time I've been here, and I've lived in Orlando for 15 years.
We've been cheating ourselves for how many years? He said 30-some years.
There's not. I'm gonna put out a bold statement here, but it's true. There's not a ton of great breakfast places in Central Florida.
It's not that bold because you say it all the time.
Well, it's true. It's true.
No, I agree. Like breakfast.
There's some good ones. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, and this was not far to drive.
This is great. It's 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah,
so
from College Park.
come check it out. It's at
Right by
Cimarron
Cimarron.
and Howell Branch, Horatio.
Lots of parking.
Right by a Publix, by a TJ Maxx. It's great.
They've got spreads and things to go. I'm going to be getting some matzo ball soup to go just because it looked so good.
Yeah.
No,
We'll
I'm
have
a
some
fan.
photos up too. The photos will not do it justice because the food's fantastic.
Yeah, and we're not great photographers. Well, you
Speak
are.
for yourself.
Your photos have been great.
Thank you.
Although I never got the photos from last week. We didn't.
I'm
going
gonna
to
post them.
Okay.
I already did them.
You did?
Yeah. I just didn't. It was Christmas. I actually did them yesterday.
Okay.
So I didn't think I wanted to post Pizza Bruno photos on Christmas Day.
No, you're right. It would just be lost.
And
in
then
the
I just
shuffle.
got busy the other day. So
Okay.
Yeah. I've
You've
been
been
eating
so
the
sweet.
leftovers over a week.
Lexi texted me Happy Christmas.
Yeah. No,
that was
Lexi's
so
been
sweet.
messaging us about the kids' Maitland pizza party.
Yeah.
Making pizza party. And actually the tickets
Mo's
went on
Baby.
sale today. Yeah.
Okay, so they're doing it.
Yes.
Okay, good. I was hoping that was gonna get lined up. Man, news.
I know.
Crazy.
Sad news this week.
Yeah, Adam the Woo YouTuber
Passed away.
Passed away at his house.
In celebration.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Adam the Woo was, he was a long-time vlogger.
Vlogger. He
On-
take people on little journeys that he'd go, like, traveling everywhere.
And I'll
Interviewing
before we
people.
talk about this, I will say, like, I'm not, like, huge into YouTube. Like, there are people, like, they wake up and they watch YouTube all day long. I'm just not one of those people. But I knew who he was. He was very, very, very well known. But he also started, like, the vlogging thing really early. Like, he was one of the early adopters of, this is my life, and we're going to walk around, and I'm going to talk about
Did
it.
so well. He got to graduate from using his phone and getting, like, real cameras.
Yeah, and he had roughly like 1 million followers
Yeah.
on YouTube
He
and
get
all over
invited
the things, and he would go to Disney a lot and theme parks, but he also did like abandoned things, like he'd go to like abandoned places
Yes.
across the country too.
which was like old amusement parks
Yeah.
and getting into places where nobody else could. And
Yeah.
I guess he just really resonated. It's the same way that Tom and Dan really resonate with people.
He had a very dedicated following.
Yeah, and they grew up with him,
Yes.
over through the years of doing that content, and they just loved it.
So I guess
And,
was it Monday, I think? Sunday or Tuesday, I guess like a friend of his was trying to reach him and he couldn't reach him. And so
Yeah.
they went to his house in celebration and eventually they had to I think break in because they saw him upstairs passed
His
out.
friend
or-
who was supposed to meet him climbed a ladder or something and looked in the window and could see that he was in his bed and not respond.
Yeah, and
he
so
knew
they,
something was up.
I think that's in Osceola County. So the Osceola County either sheriff's office
they
or
did a
fire
wellness
department
check.
went in and they found him dead. And so right now they don't really know the cause of it as of this
Somebody
second.
was saying that he might have had a history of heart
Could be.
issue.
I mean, I wouldn't want to speculate on any of that
Yeah.
stuff, but he was 51 years old and had just posted a video, I think, on Friday where he was walking around Celebration or driving
I'd
around.
just gotten back from Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's, I will say, it's all over. It's not just a local story. I saw it on TMZ. I saw it on
50 or
People.
51?
51, yeah. I saw it on People magazine. Like he was very well known, especially on YouTube.
Yeah, it's all over my algorithm now because I wrote about it. So yeah, check it out. Check out his content so you can see who he was.
Yeah.
Sad
Yeah.
face. Ooh, let me get close.
But and then also locally, Chris Cortez passed away.
Yeah, the founder, Grand Poobah of
Blue Bamboo.
And that was quick.
Yeah, so Blue Bamboo is a jazz and arts performing center. It's in Winter Park now, but it was always in Winter Park, but it used to be off of Fairbanks.
Yeah, in a warehouse.
You would never know it's there, but he had, I'm pretty sure, so I had interviewed
Him
him.
and his jam buddies.
Yeah, back in 2016 when he opened it, I had him on West Channel 2 just to come talk about it, and I got to know him a little bit.
Because you love jazz.
I do, and so I think he was
You were trying to score free tickets.
when? You just dropped a whole
I
bagel
did.
here.
I'm still going to put it in my
Anyway, so I think Chris was a pretty well-known jazz guitarist. He was mostly a guitarist, I believe. And he would perform all over, but I think he wanted to have a venue for other jazz musicians that could not just perform but also record.
He saw there was a gap.
There was.
There was
And
a gap in venues for things like that.
And
for,
so he
for his friends who were jamming, maybe they couldn't sell out a Dr. Phillips.
Yeah, and so there's this warehouse that if you didn't know it was a jazz venue,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know. You'd just drive by it. But it was beautiful inside, seats and stage and recording equipment. So that had been open for, 8 years or so. He'd done stuff out of there.
That was the lease. Someone bought the building.
Yeah.
Kind of kicked them out.
But then he sort of said, well, let's try to make this a bigger thing over in Winter Park in the old library. And so that came to pass. And it opened recently, but probably 6 months ago, maybe. It was revealed that he had a aggressive brain cancer. And stepped back.
So scary.
Yeah.
That's
Step
what I
back.
got Sam Singhouse. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So step back from the Blue Bamboo, and then I guess he was in California when he passed away. I think his family lives there.
So he's surrounded by his family.
He was a nice guy. He really did want to do
Never
good.
met him.
Yeah, super nice guy.
And that's and I worry about Blue Bamboo's long-term viability now because they were still in the fundraising phase, and I know they were trying. Somebody backed out. Who were they trying to get on the second floor? There was a nonprofit they were trying to occupy.
Was it Central Florida Vocal Arts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and they just backed out of their lease, and so they need that other tenant in there to help offset the cost.
I actually haven't been to the new one yet, and I do need to go over there.
Yeah, we were. Who invited us? Was it Chris that invited us?
Maybe Jack. Jack Graham might have invited us.
Gosh, we gotta
So
go
we
check
should
it
go
out.
over there.
Wishing them the best. So sorry to hear about it.
Yeah.
It's tough when you die in the holidays.
And they do events every week, or at least several
there's
during the week. And
always-
there's some free jazz jams. It's a really. I need
They
to
really
go,
built-
but
they've been really
their
good
old
at-
venue was great. I'm sure their new
Yes.
venue is fantastic as well.
and it's. I don't want to say it's a lot of boomers.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. I mean,
it's
that's
boomer
what
jazz.
it is. Yeah.
And they really have succeeded in creating a space for people.
Yeah.
In that community.
We don't like to go out too late, us boomers.
Who does? Are you a boomer?
I'm not a boomer.
At heart, maybe.
Maybe at heart.
Yeah.
No, I'm a old millennial.
Oh my gosh. Aren't we Gen X?
No, I'm not.
Really? I feel like
My
I am.
brother and sister are. I'm not.
Okay.
Different generation.
I think I am. I think I
You're younger than I am.
by like 2 weeks. But I feel like
My parents went out to eat and before yours did.
yeah,
Gross.
That's sense.
Gross.
Yeah, they were doing it the same day.
Maybe. I was just premature.
You were.
I don't know.
No, you came just when you were supposed to. Orlando Sentinel suing FDOT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over
They want
records.
records, right?
Yeah, they want the receipts. They want to know why FDOT removed the rainbow crosswalk in front of Pulse. They want the paper trail, and we know why they did it.
Yeah. They just want to be able to. They just want to be able to see what's written.
Yeah, they want to see it.
And they probably how this usually works is they've requested them.
Yeah.
The state says we don't want to give them to you, so eventually they have to sue for them.
Well, the state says, "Oh yeah, we'll get it to you."
But it'll
It's-
cost.
No, well,
Okay.
yeah, but it'll cost, but we'll get it to you, and then there's no update, and they didn't send it, and they're not doing it, and they requested them in August. It's the end of the year,
Yeah.
and they are obliged legally to do it as quickly as they can. You know, so that's what happens when you make a public information request.
They just don't want to give them the records. They're trying
Yeah.
to wear. They're trying to wear it out. As
I
long
never
as they
got a
can.
response for any of my requests about
You
that.
need to sue.
That's what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
We should ask Mo if he wants to pick that up. You know, does he
Maybe.
want to pick up a little lawsuit?
Probably not.
Probably not. He's busy enough. But, talk about founding cash. We could get some cash to help amplify Orlando Shine.
I think they usually settle. All these usually settle. They're like, all right, we'll give you the records.
Give you the records, and then you have to pay the court fees.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy. We'll see what happens.
What they just want to see, like, why did you actually?
Well, it's really like... So we have the video. I think we're the only people who shared the video of them painting it late at night.
No,
You
there was a.
edited
I
it
think
for me.
once it went live, like
Okay,
everybody
and everyone's
did.
like, we can request that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, funny. We have a video of them coming in the cover of midnight. They sent an FDOT crew to paint over the rainbow, and then they sent like they didn't tell the city, they didn't give them a heads up. They just said they just went there and did it, and then they sent a list of things that the city needed to repaint. And so part of the question is, why? Why, John? Why paint that one yourself and then send a list for everything else that they need to
making
do?
a statement, maybe
I guess, but like
a midnight statement.
at
I
midnight,
guess.
it just makes sense to me that it's because it was gay. And
Yeah, that's what it
right?
was.
And then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, now do all these ones, right? That's what it sounds more like to
And
me.
yet, I was driving.
And so they
in-
can prove that with the paper trail.
I was driving in Sanford the other day, downtown Sanford, and they still have green crosswalks there.
Well,
Green's okay.
it depends on if it's a state road.
I mean, it's 46 going into downtown Sanford.
Oh, interesting.
It's all green still.
I guess it just wasn't a priority. They ran out of time, and they ran out of time. And
Green's not gay.
They also not.
Is it?
Well, leprechauns are pretty.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're not using the right paint either because all that paint's wearing off. I don't know. Anyway, nobody cares about this. We talked about that. There's a call for artists right now. There's art for new Orange County Animal Services building. They want, and it's a big budget. You can get a commission of 145.
Are they
grand.
building a new one?
Yeah,
Oh, wait, this has been several years in the making.
the one that burnt down.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so they're replacing it down the street.
That's right. Okay.
And big deal. It's a multi-million-dollar facility, and if you are in the finalists, you can get a $1,500 stipend just to create like a concept.
Oh.
But like, throw in your hats, y'all.
I assume it has to be sort of like pet related.
I would think.
You'd think so.
I would
yeah.
think. I'm actually thinking about throwing my hand in.
You should.
I thought it'd be funny to like, and I wouldn't even like if I design it and then I get a manufacturer to build it. Just like cats doing weird things, like you'd have like laser cut cats, like walking up the stairs. You just painted a fun color,
Like walking up to heaven?
or like the cat center is on the second level of the building, so it could be like going to the cat center. I don't know.
I mean, it has to be dogs and
and
cats.
people like cats. Yeah.
You got to throw
Nothing
some
weird.
dogs in there.
Well, maybe that's the dogs, flying dog spirits or
Mm-hmm.
something. Nobody'd want that. Or just curled up dogs in the corner. There's a lot of opportunities to do a cool mosaic. 150 grand. That's a good commission.
Wait, how much? No, 1,500.
$1,500 for the design.
Yeah.
$150,000 for the final commission if you're selected.
$150,000?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
Well, because it could be a really big,
Okay.
wall.
I mean, I love it.
You know,
I love it. That's a good chunk.
Drop that chunk. And
All
it's
right, I'm
because-
gonna put my. I don't even know how to paint anything.
That's why I was like, well, don't just get someone else to paint it for $150,000. I might design a mosaic and get someone
Go
else
to
to
Home
do it.
Depot and find people hanging out outside. You guys want to paint something?
You can actually do mosaics where you design it abroad, you design it digitally, and then they print it out on a back, and then all they have to do is just stick it up.
Wow.
Yeah, so
All right.
I would do that for
Yeah.
$150,000.
It's probably a percentage of the cost of the building.
It is. It's like a 10% art tax, I think, is
Oh, it's
how it
probably-
goes.
it might be
1%.
Yeah,
It's
isn't
something
that a
like
huge?
that.
Isn't it like an expensive bill, like 115
Oh, yeah.
million or something
Yeah.
like that?
So $150,000.
All right,
Just
I
spelling
think-
it all
I
at once.
think.
They could be, if they were smart, they would, disperse it, spread it out a little bit, get a couple of different projects. But they're just going to blow it all in one load. Katina the whale. This is another death this week. Died at SeaWorld at the age of 50.
Wow.
I know. Iconic. This was an iconic
How old do
whale.
whales live?
Well, in the wild, they could live 50 to 90 years.
Ah.
But Katina had some issues. She had her what do you call it?
Flippers?
No, on her
Flukes?
back. Dorsal.
Dorsals.
Her dorsal fin
Look at
was
that.
almost
Like a-
ripped off.
Oh, wow.
I went
By
like
another
a few years
whale?
ago, by another whale that was roughhousing with her. Yeah, it said she was captured off of Iceland in the mid 1970s, and then eventually made her way to SeaWorld. And then they have these whole rules where you can't bring in wild whales anymore. But she was like a big time breeder whale,
Oh.
I guess. So they kind of exported some of her babies around the world. It's really sad. The whole thing's just sad. Get rid of we don't need whales.
I don't need the whales. I don't. They just build roller coasters.
Build a roller coaster.
Yeah, just keep building roller
Build
coasters.
like a cool spot on the coast where you can go swimming with them or something while they're rehabbing. Like we don't need to see them in a pool anymore.
But at some point, you have to probably let these animals die in captivity because you can't put them back
That's
in
what's
the ocean.
happening.
So they're just slowly like, all right, like we're not
But
going
you
to
can
get
have but maybe there's a way where it's like you could like in a big penned in area on the ocean where it's like you as they start to figure it out on their own. Maybe like if they could go, I don't know, like if they become a little bit more autonomous.
I'm not a scientist, so I don't know how that would all work.
I am a little bit. I did study a little bit of environmental science, and that's in my head. I'm like, I would love to see some sort of rehab eventual way to.
I mean, they do that to a lot of the
release
animals,
them.
just not. I mean, like turtles,
But
they
she's
rehab
been there
them.
since she was a baby.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Turtles rehab. Yeah, they're very.
They do a lot of good work.
They do, but we have to.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, I know.
the manatee stuff, like they really like feeding all those manatees, growing lettuce and feeding wild manatees, and they do great work with wild rehabilitation so that they don't become dependent on people. But still, it's tough, man, and I think they need to get away from the tourism part of it.
We should also mention of people passing away is former mayor Eddie Cole.
I didn't put that in
Eatonville.
here. I did write about it.
He passed away as
Yeah.
well. Young, too. I say young. He was 67.
And we don't know why.
We don't know why or how he passed away. We don't know the cause of death. But he was the mayor. I don't know how many terms he served. He'd always wear a bow tie.
Yeah.
Super nice guy. I met him a few times, too. I interviewed him because I did a video for WUCF about Zora and Neil Hurston.
Okay.
And he was the mayor of Eatonville at the time, so it just naturally made sense to
I
interview
want to
him.
write about the festival and stuff, Zora Neale Hurston
Uh-huh.
Festival, but all of their promo material is just, it doesn't make sense. And their
Oh.
website's the worst.
Oh,
It's
well,
just hard to navigate.
I don't think he was in charge of that.
No,
so.
but
yeah,
he did
no,
a lot. He was a chaplain
Yeah.
for Orlando Magic.
He was also assistant coach at
Rollins?
College
For
like
women's
forever,
basketball?
too, for a long time, which
yeah.
I didn't know that. But yeah, he died on like a Wednesday, like last week, and they haven't. There was no cause of death, so I don't know if he'd been sick.
I think
I
they're
just don't
keeping
know.
it hush. Yeah, we don't know. We're assuming he was sick. There's something happening. They kept that hush hush with the family. But yeah, big time loss for the community. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love hearing more about people who just live a life of service like
Yeah.
that. You know, and that he seemed like the kind of guy that did that. And to be mayor, you know, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should run for mayor, Brendan. Can you run for mayor?
Too many nude photos of me out there, John. I could never.
Might
do
help you.
it. Depends
don't
on
know.
the pictures.
Yeah, you don't
They
know.
are very well lit. Yeah. Tasteful nudes.
Give some of these folks a run for their money who are running.
Okay. See what happens. Yeah,
Why
just
not?
be unapologetic about it. Just
Billy
go,
Maines
things
did it,
happen.
right?
Yeah, that was before his nudes leaked. Pat Green ran for mayor once.
Yes,
Remember
yes.
that? His campaign slogan was, "I don't want to talk about it." Are we okay on time?
Yeah, we're okay.
The Yard at Ivanhoe's Arden restaurant has closed, and that was the headline that I used, and people are a little mad at me. They're saying it's misleading because it makes it sound like the Yard has closed.
Well, I didn't read it that way.
Well, I didn't think it says the Yard at Ivanhoe's possessive Arden has
Not everybody
closed.
knows how grammar works.
I almost said that, like to clap back at the comments, but I just leaving it.
When people start putting the money sign after the numeral, that's how I know you don't know how grammar works.
You don't know how grammar works? Yeah, that's fair. Arden was a wine bar that was not in the food hall proper. It was in one of the satellite buildings in the Yard at Ivanhoe Village, which is that huge mixed-use development that opened where all the old warehouses used to be on Arden. And didn't last long.
Not much has lasted long there.
Locals in Ivanhoe Village, the people who live in Lake Formosa and around that,
they don't want to go.
Hate it. Hate it. It's too big, they say. People who go to those places park in front of their driveways.
It's a public street, but okay.
It is. It is. But the impact is palpable. And they have a parking garage that now when it first opened, it was free to park in the parking garage, and now you have to pay. And so, like, the impact of that is that people aren't using the parking garage, and they're parking on neighborhood streets. It's a smaller neighborhood, littler streets. It's just really crammed, and it's a very popular destination. Not just there, they're also going to GB's Bottle Shop just around the corner. They're going to Thirsty Topher, Ziggy's Pizza, which is always winning awards for how good their pizza is. You're welcome, Ziggy's. And so the impact in that neighborhood is pretty high.
But nothing's done well there, and they've had some issues. And I'm curious, like, do they just keep trying, or at some point they're like, we need to figure out something different here?
I think it's a design issue. I think it's I don't know.
I've never heard of anything that I wanted to go to there. Like, I've never...
Kelly's does...
Kelly's does fine.
Is the only thing that's bringing people to that. Yeah, and it's an ice cream.
I've just not seen the buzz on, like, anything like, oh, you gotta go here to try
and
it.
their event programming seems a little not strong. Like if it's a destination and you need to remind people it's there, then your programming has to be strong. Like, you got to partner with people, like do bar crawls that are centered out of there. Like, you've got to do something.
Yeah.
And I just don't see anything happening there except for, like, random.
It's like some of these places think, like, oh, it's cool, people will show up. Well, it doesn't work like that. Like, you got to be on it basically every day.
Yeah,
doing videos, doing photos. Like, there are so many places to eat in Central Florida.
Yes,
I could go anywhere. Why should I come to you?
And why would you want to go there and pay $20 for a soup? You know, like, it's just
I could come here and matzo ball soup.
God,
at Bagel King.
So good. And the food is Bagel King. I have to say, we're almost out of time. Bagel King, you really did it. You really did. I'm a lifelong friend and fan now. I can't wait to come back. I'm going to be grabbing things to go on my way out.
All right.
Really
Speaking
impressed.
of going, we do got to go.
Thanks, Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie, for having us here at Bagel King, and we'll see you guys next week.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches